Street businesses.
There.
Now, next slide, please.
Oops, hold on.
No worries.
Can we go like that?
So, the quick about me, the main thing about this to know is my email right here, right? Matthew.Leevy@gmail.com is where to reach me. But yes, we've done things in the sciences. I've done the Army thing, I've done the startup thing, and I've trained a bunch of students, and it's been a joy to do that type of work. Next slide. But I think maybe there's an obvious question that I should answer before we continue, which is, why is a middle-aged dad here to talk at the Women's Entrepreneurship Summit, right? Next slide. And the reason is, this is a topic that is actually near and dear to my heart. I have 3 daughters. We recently started a business last spring. It's called Michiana Moco. And we take care of a couple of yards, but at Notre Dame we talk a lot about how entrepreneurship can be a tool to change people's lives.
Yes.
But I didn't really even appreciate, we're always talking about adults, and then implementing this in the lives of my daughters has been probably one of the single most important things I've done as a father and as a parent.
That's amazing.
They're learning to work hard, it builds their confidence, they go to the bank now, they deposit, right? It's all these little things, they know about compound interest, and we're making memories, and that's, for me, I know when they mow their own yards down the road, they're going to remember doing this with their father, and that's just something special.
Yes, true.
So anyways, let's go on to the next slide. What is the Innovation Lab? Well, we translate ideas into objects. You can just hit next a couple times. Our sort of superpower is making things. People oftentimes come to us with ideas. We will design the ideas. You can just keep going there. We prototype it and we build it. So we are makers. We are like a very high-end maker space. Next slide. And the cool thing about what we do for the community in particular is that it's free. Now, our mission, this is my mission statement of my facility at Notre Dame. Advanced research and innovation for faculty, students, and regional community. That's you. It is in my mission to help. So this is a fundamental part of what we do. Next, please. And so how do we help? Well, there are 3 main ways that we help. One is the physical object creation. Sometimes we're helping inventors. If you have an idea for the next best mousetrap, you can bring it to us. We will digitize the idea. We will build the physical manifestation of that idea. And oftentimes we can make you 10 or 20 or 50 units so that you can do what you need to do with that. Test, product testing or what else. But we also make signs for people. This is one of the most fundamental things that we do, believe it or not. If you have a retail business, we make you a sign, we can save you $1,000 just like that, right? It's not a big deal for us. We do retail counters, we do other things. Also, I have a graphic designer on staff, so we can help with the logo, the branding, and some of those assets. And direct mentorship. So we get in the trenches with entrepreneurs. A lot of the folks we work with, they've never built a proposal before. Well, let's talk about that. Let's think about how can we take some larger shots on goal in our partnership. Now listen, I typically do 10 to 12 projects per year. It's kind of a first come, first served thing. And a lot of the folks that come to us were referred. They're coming through the SB program at Notre Dame. They're coming from some of these other regional programs, and they're matriculating to us for this type of assistance. I'll just show you a couple of slides on how have we helped folks in our ecosystem. So next slide, please. So a lot of you know Kizma McGlown with Mixture Company downtown. So we did the logo and branding when she leveled that up, okay? We did a retail counter. It's hard to see on this, but we did a retail counter for her in her retail store. We've supported her from going, all the way at the mall with a kiosk all the way to here. A lot of the stuff that we do is not just transactional. We're going to be with you for 2 to 3 years to try to see you through on that journey. And I wouldn't say that we are like a critical factor in this, but we just want to, the support matters when it goes for a long time. We did an external sign for the business, and you can't see here, but if you go by, we did the vinyl in the window. All of this is free, right? This is a part of how we support. Next slide.
Next. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Sorry.
Sarah is an example of an inventor that came to us. She has an idea for something that you put on your trash can that keeps it closed when the wind blows. By the way, we love these things, right? We see everything, and we love all of it because it's fun, and that's what enriches our job. But we've made a bunch of protos here. You can see there's like a half a dozen to go do product testing to make sure the product works before trying to roll it out. Next slide. Chef Moni's Plumber with Fancy Delights. She's a person that originally came to us from Michael Morris's SB program. Again, we've helped her like relaunch her social media after it was hacked. We've done some logo and branding work there. We built one of these carts to push around on a game day just to test that. Like, see, does that work? And can you make money with that concept? And we've even compiled like larger proposals to do larger things in the community with her. Next. Carolyn Norman, another example. So she found us independently, but she had a game that was her vision. And we did the logo, but more importantly, we figured out how to make the game on our laser cutting machine. And she did a successful Kickstarter campaign, raised $15,000 on Kickstarter with that. So, one more slide, I think. So that's the sum of my slides today. We help so many different people in different ways. We enjoy doing it. And even more examples here with Chef Kuleza, if you know her, with her hot sauce, and now she has a shop. So we did a retail counter for her. We also did some vinyl on her windows. And we've been working with Vita Harley and her organization to do even more signage for local communities. So I'm happy to answer like one or two quick questions, or if I'm over time, I can partially questions. Right there.
So what's the process if we have a project that we're interested? What, we just email you?
Yep, that's it. That's why so you can reach out. This is our Instagram handle. I really think you should, like, if you follow that handle and you see some of the things you're doing, that can spark ideas. You can hit us over that. If you DM us over that, we will respond. Or you just email me at my email account, and I'm very happy. We'll respond, and we'll get you into our system. Go ahead.
Do you help design packaging?
Yes, we'll help do packaging design. Yeah, we're not. I think it's a great question, and I'll put it this way: like, we have our skill sets, and we will use those to the maximum extent of our ability to benefit your business. But sometimes the project does fall outside. Like, I don't do deep tech. We don't do apps, right? Ours is physical product based. So that's one where we can help. It wouldn't probably be as good as if you went to a professional design firm, but it's still going to be decent. Go ahead.
My husband wanted me to ask.
Very
do
good.
you do any
Repeat the
outside,
question.
Design signage? Digital. Okay.
Do we do any outdoor digital signage?
Right.
So we have not done outdoor digital signage to date.
Okay.
But how we would integrate with that is, one, we could build the artwork that would go onto like a digital outdoor platform if there was a monitor or something. We could theoretically, we've done crazier things, we could theoretically install a monitor outdoors, but that would be a little bit more collaborative, right? Like if that's a $5,000 monitor, we would figure out how do we source the funds for that. But we have done billboards, and we've done a mountain of external signage in that kind of capacity.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. Oh, yeah.
Along with the vinyl signage, do you do the magnetic signage for cars?
Okay, so the question is, do we do magnetic signage for cars? And no, the work that we could, right? So we can make a hard sign, put magnets on the back, and that would magnetize to a vehicle, right? So I'm happy to entertain that idea. However, most of the work we've done to date has been vinyl on vehicles. Yeah, and go ahead.
We're headquartered right here in Southwood, Indiana. So if I'm doing something outside of Indiana, can I still get my signage?
Most likely. Like we would have the conversation. We will always have the conversation, right? And we'll figure out how we can help and sort of maximize the value to you, is what I would say. Go ahead.
Wait.
What is your wait list?
Oh, I have a sign. I'm sorry. Okay. What is our wait list like? We're probably a couple months out, but what we try to do is when things get slow, that's when we can, maximize. We fill those gaps with doing a lot of the community work, and so we do get it done. Sometimes it's slow, but we do get it done. And I am officially out of time, so I thank you very much for having me. Keep doing the great work, and I'll see you next time. Look forward to hearing from you.